Welcome to Right Side Trading, where you can learn how to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is August 16th, 2016, and we want to talk about a featured stock. But before we do so, let me direct your attention to our webpage. At the bottom, if you scroll to our disclaimer, this is the section I want to highlight right here. It says, our products and services are provided solely for educational purposes. Our written and verbal statements, including those provided on our website by our staff members, testimony, individuals, affiliates, and clients, are personal judgments and should be regarded as such. These written and verbal statements do not constitute investment advice. The government does want us to let you know that we are not licensed financial advisors, so please, before you make any trading on investment decisions, make sure you consult the advice of a licensed financial advisor. All right, that being said, now let me take you to the chart for the day. All right, and the stock that we're talking about today is Goldman Sachs, okay? And before we do that, again, just to tell you, right side trading is all about trying to anticipate what's going to happen on this side of the chart, not what has happened in the past. Now, we use past information to decipher information that's going to tell us what's going to happen on the right, but we don't care so much. We're not the type of people that are going to tell you this is where you should have got in, or this is where you should have got in, or this is what you should have got in. This video is being made right now live to show you where this stock, we see this stock going into the future and how you can take advantage of that if you know how to read the charts properly. So the first thing is, this is Goldman Sachs, and one of the things we talk about is the fact that, you know, when you're looking at long term, these are the type of stocks that you want to have in your 401k. These are the type of stocks that you want to have in your retirement account, okay? For your retirement savings. These are the type of stocks that you want to have. Why is that? The reason why is because when you look at this right here, this is a stock that has come down to this level, took off for, that's about a 200% return in 9 months, okay? When it came back down here again, all right, even if you picked it from here, all right, up there for 148% return in about 44 9 months to 4 years is what we're looking at, and now it's back here again, okay? And why do we believe that this one is going to go higher rather than, you know, do one of those things where it did this and come back like that? Because it's kind of already done so. It already has done so. What do I mean by that? If you go to the weekly chart, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. You see this double bottom that this market put in right here, okay? That's a huge thing, okay? And then now it started rallying up, and if I zoom in just a little bit more, what you see is that from this area on, it has broken out and is on its next phase higher, okay? That's a sign of a stock that has hit bottom and is now rebounding, okay? If you go to the daily chart, you will see that even more clearly, okay? We had a rally, it pulled back, now it's breaking higher. These are all signs of stocks that are ready to go higher, not lower, all right? It's telling you, it's showing you that it's already put in its bottom and is ready to go higher. Now, the interesting thing about this bottom also is that it is happening at a confluence of support, okay, which is this right here. Oops, let's do this again, right there, okay? So what happens is we had a stock that, you know, bounced off of this level, this trend line right here. Let me zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see that. So we have a stock that has been bouncing off of this trend line right here as it goes up, as well as this support area right here. So that's a confluence of support that is now showing is ready to go higher. And then if you understand candlestick signals, you'll also see information about candlestick signals that we teach in our courses that tells you we had a candlestick signal that is now telling us it's ready to go higher. We had this right here that gave us a clue. And we talk about haramis and how to use haramis. We talk about bullish engulfing and what we call a very famous right side candle that gives you all kinds of, like, you know, explosive moves in markets and stocks that is showing that this stock is in a position where it's ready to go higher, okay? Now, the thing about it is, you know, what if we are wrong? What if we are wrong? Well, here is where it is. Even if you get in right now, let me show you something, because at the end of the day, whenever it comes to trading, you got to look at your risk reward, okay? If you get in on this day that we talked about, the most you can risk if you had this in your 401k is about 16.84%, okay? I hope you guys can see that in that box right there, 16.84%, all right? That's your risk by getting in today, August 16, 2016, okay? We just talked about how this stock went from here to there for about a 200% return. Are you willing to risk 16% to get a 200% return? Are you willing to risk 16%, 17% to make 148% return? To me, that is a low risk comes to trading. It's not gambling. It's really seeing things, looking at the probabilities of success, making sure you minimize as much risk as you possibly can, and then realizing what your risk to reward ratio is. And in this case, we have a very good risk reward ratio, 16% to 16% loss for potential of making 140 to 200% return or higher or more. Okay, so that's pretty much how you want to look at it. We've talked about our entry, which is showing us right now that now is the time to be in the Goldman Sachs. We talked about our stop loss, which is down over here. We talked about the fact that we are showing you this video as it's happening right now so you can go into the future and see what happens. We are not the guys that tell you what happened in the past and say this is where you should have gone in and got out. Okay? And then lastly, all we want to say is click on the subscribe button, subscribe to our YouTube page, check out all our different videos, be a subscriber. That way you get alerted as we come up with new videos, and we do this to show you that, hey, this is how you get into the stocks, and you can actually see in real time what we are doing rather than in hindsight. All right. And lastly, go to our website at rightside-trading.com. Check out our website. Stock market. It doesn't have to be risky. You can always learn to trade on the right side with confidence.